What's up, y'all? This is your girl, Jay Rene, and this is This Week in Black. Catch you in 30 seconds. What's up, y'all? This is your girl, Jay Rene, and this is This Week in Black. So, hello, it is me. Some of y'all are aware of who I am, and some of y'all aren't. Let me do a brief introduction of myself. My name is Jay Rene. I'm originally from Wilmington, Delaware, and I am an independent journalist, a social activist, and a community developer. Okay, I also have two podcasts. One is out of Prison Riot Radio, and this is the new one. All right, This Week in Black. So, what is This Week in Black? Okay, so This Week in Black is more than just news from a Black person's perspective or news of the world coming from a Black face. This is more about us, okay, just us in depth. It's about our news, it's about our achievements, about our health, about our community, and different things like that. So, what I hope to accomplish with this platform is to be able to let us know and keep us in the know of what's going on this week in Black in different areas, and to connect us. Okay, there's things going on all across America, and I think that we just need to be a little more tapped into each other. Okay, I definitely want to encourage y'all to reach out to me so you can become involved. You can tell us what's going on in your hood. You can come and tell us things that we might need to know that can better our community, financial help, anything like that, any new laws and things like that that benefit us, that can help us, uplift us, programs and things like that. I definitely want to share them here, and I would love to share your stuff. So feel free to reach out to me at 914-655-4993, and I can find out, and we can find out how we can work together. So without further ado, if you would like to sponsor me, okay, we definitely would appreciate sponsorship. You can definitely reach out to me for that as well. Okay, so let's get started. So, the first thing that I want to do is This Week in Black News. Now, there's a lot of different things that's going on across America when it comes to people that look like us. Anybody with a television, social media, even just your ears to find out what's going on from your neighbors. There's a lot of different things that are going on. Now, there's something particular that happened, and that's going to lead us into one of the things that I want to talk about today. And it's just the double standard that we know exists in America. We're not crazy. We all here. We understand each other, right? And we know what's going on when it comes to that double standard. Now, there are other entities that says there is none. So I want to play this video. I want to give a warning advisory. It is extremely graphic. It is of a shooting that happened in a hospital where a man lost his life after being shot 20 times by police officers. Okay, this is the body cam footage that I am about to play. If you are not interested in seeing that, I can definitely understand. But the reason why I'm playing it is because I think it's very important for us to be in our faces to see the double standard play out. You know what I mean? This is extremely graphic, so I definitely want to give caution to that. It's some graphic and disturbing content that we're about to see. It is brought to us by an outside entity. They're called Indisputable. Okay, you'll probably recognize him when I play the clip. So we are playing this clip courtesy of them, and he's also going to give some insight on it, which is going to lead into us talking more about the double standard. Now, what I have to do is share my screen. Okay, so I am still learning this, and I am doing this myself. So I'm trying to do it. So hopefully I'm gonna get this right so y'all will be able to see it. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see. I think that we'll be able to do this here. Share screen. Hold on, y'all. Let me work it. I'm trying to work it. Okay. share the audio. Okay, it's not showing me the share button. So we might have a slight issue. And that's all right. I don't know. It's not going to let me share it. That's all right. I'm not really sure. Okay, there it go. Share. Okay, pro tip, be careful of sharing. Okay, so I can see the screen. Hopefully you can see it as well. So I'm going to bring up what I want to share with you guys. I'm hoping that y'all can see this, and we're going to go ahead and let it play. Again, this does have graphic content, so viewer discretion is advised. If this is not something that you want to see, I would suggest that you don't watch this live because it's about 6 minutes long. And if you are watching it recorded, skip about 7 to 8 minutes, and we can get into discussion.
Times inside of the hospital. Inside of the hospital. Go to the video.
You twist my arm, sir.
You are room 9. You still got a gun.
Go. Get your hand up. I got it up. Get your other hand up. Okay. Now. Get it up. Get your hand up. Get your hand up now. Get your hand up now. Now. Get your hand up. I am, sir. I am. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't really move.
I am, sir. I am, sir. I am. Can you just calm down, sir? Get up now!
90,
I said I can't get up, sir. I can't get up. Get your hand up! I don't care!
Let go of it. Let go of it.
I let go of it, sir. It's on the floor. Put your hand up now! Get your hand up! Get your other hand up! My other hand is up, sir. Put it up above your head. Put it on your head. Get your right hand up! We're trying!
Other hand, dumbass!
Get your other hand on your head now! I'm just scared of your hand up! I'm just scared if I move, you gotta go to shoot me. Put your hand on your head! I'm just scared if y'all put your hand on your head. Shoot me. I'm putting the gun down there.
Put it down!
Get your hand down!
Davey.
Let go of the gun and put both of your hands up.
Davey.
Over your head.
Davey, if you take my spot, I'm gonna tase him.
Get your hand up now! Hand up!
Man, quit waiting to do it. I got you.
Get your hand up!
Cover, go.
I swear to God, dude!
Taser.
He's coming.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
They killed him. They put 20 bullets inside of him. Here's the update to that story. The coroner has now officially ruled it to be obviously a homicide. Okay. Now, this happened in Columbus, Ohio. We've been following this, not on Indisputable, but we've been following this. And now we know some details that you should know. Miles Jackson, let's put up his picture with his family. He's the man that was begging for his life and killed inside of the emergency room at the hospital in Ohio. According to the police report, Jackson allegedly had a gun tucked into his sweatpants, and the gun reportedly went off. That's what's on the report, which does not mean he opened fire at all. It just means the gun went off. That's what the police report says. Now, a medical examiner has ruled Jackson's death a homicide and reported that he was shot 20 times and suffered wounds to his head, chest, and abdomen. Earlier the same day, let me tell you how we got here. Earlier the same day, Jackson was reportedly taken to the same hospital he was killed in, Mount Carmel St. Anne's Hospital. That's in Westerville, for some kind of treatment. He was in the hospital for treatment. But Jackson walked away from the hospital and was later found passed out in a nearby parking lot. He's having a medical issue, which is why Westerville police were called. According to the AP, after a pat down where an officer previously cautioned for rushing his duties missed Jackson's gun, those officers followed medics back to the hospital where Jackson was met by Columbus police because he had a city warrant. A city warrant, all right? That means it's probably a traffic ticket. It's a city ordinance. He had a city warrant. That officer and the Columbus officers who shot Jackson were all white. Okay. Miles Jackson was shot 20 times. It really seems like there had to be another way. Of course, Back the Blue advocates are going to immediately argue the shooting was justified and Jackson asked for it, despite him repeatedly asking for the opposite thing. To others, this is a clear case of police brutality, which is why, according to AP, protests in Columbus followed the shooting. At any rate, the AG's office concluded its investigation of the shooting in August and decided to forward it to the Franklin County prosecutor, who will determine if charges are to be filed against the cops involved. Now, there's a clear double standard here, a very clear double standard. I would just highlight a couple. This week, Indisputable covered an armed man who went to a sheriff's office to arrest the sitting sheriff. That's in Florida. His name is Robert Abel. The sheriff is the only female elected sheriff in the entire state. Not only was he heavily armed in Clay County, he tried to arrest the sheriff. He had his guns on him. He had ammunition, he had knives, he had a change of clothes, he had medication. He even had meals prepared. They were able to disarm him through physical combat. They did not shoot him. They did not kill him. Remember the video you just saw, one officer, a young lady, wanted to engage in a non-lethal element during that situation. She said, "Hey, I would tase him." A couple of weeks ago, Indisputable covered another situation. You see that guy? His name is Matthew Land. He was wanted for murder. They negotiated with him. He killed a firefighter. They negotiated with him. He came downstairs. He stabbed the cop 6 times. After he stabbed the cop 6 times, they did not shoot him. They did not kill him. He then fights all of the police inside of the house, all the way to the outside of the house on the front yard, and then they finally shoot him to wound him. He was wounded. He stabbed a cop 6 times, and he goes to court. Clear, double
standard. I definitely want to give a shout out to them. Thank them very much for reporting that. I had no idea that happened. That happened. Condolences to the family and everyone involved that's impacted by that situation. But I mean, we know what's going on here. Okay, we know what's going on here. We see it every day. Unfortunately, if not every day, every other day, we see the differences when it comes to apprehending us, the differences when it comes to sentencing us. Okay, we see the difference of how we're handled, period. And the question comes to mind, okay, we see it, we know that it exists. What can we do? Well, what we have to do and what we can do is to be involved. We can't just sit back and talk about what's going on. We have to be active in trying to find solutions for it. We have to continue to call it out. We need to be on the backs of those that we elect that can do something about it. And we have to continue to hold police accountable for their actions. Okay, we have to hold those that are above them, that's supposed to be governing over the police forces, accountable as well. We have to keep calling it out. We can't ignore it. We can't be not worried about it because it's not happening in our backyard or didn't happen to our loved one. This young man was having a medical emergency and he went to the hospital and it turned out fatal. Okay, now there is an investigation being done on this. This happened this year. I believe it was like June the 1st. Like I said, we definitely want to send condolences out to his family, and we want to thank those that we're on top of this to report it so that we know about it. So definitely our condolences. Now, we want to move on to some other things. So remember, this is This Week in Black. So we're going to talk about some Black businesses, okay? Some Black businesses you probably didn't know existed. And I'm going to tell you how you can connect with them, because we got to stay connected. We have to connect. We have to support each other. You know what I mean? That's how we're going to get it done. That's how we're going to get it together. So who are we going to talk about first? All right. So this is courtesy of Black and Brown Success. Now you can follow them on Instagram. I definitely suggest that you do. Again, that's Black and, you want to spell out and, Brown Success, okay? And the reason why I say that you should follow them is because they're talking about everything that's going on in our communities, okay, across the country. So you can definitely stay in tune and stay tapped in on what's going on with these new businesses, so we can promote each other and, invest in each other. We got to get our dollars circulating back in our neighborhood, and that's a definite sure right there. So okay, so this is that courtesy of them. So we have, let's see here. All right, so a strip mall with an all Black women-owned brands just opened up in DC. Congratulations, ladies. It is called Black and Forth. Okay, Black and Forth. They opened up in DC. The whole strip mall has Black women business owners in it and brands. So that's definitely a wonderful thing. Congratulations to those ladies. If you want to be connected with them, so you can check them out, get the address, show them some support, you can link with them on Instagram at black.and.forth. Okay. Sorry, let me send this message. Sorry about that, y'all. The work never stops, you know what I mean? So let me repeat that. They are called Black and Forth. All right. They have a strip mall where it's all Black women owned brands. And this is in DC. Again, you can connect with them on Instagram at black.and.forth. Okay. That's how you connect with them. Congratulations, ladies. All right. So we have a Black owned app that's called Sell It. Okay. And it is on its way. It's in the makings. It should be dropping soon if it hasn't dropped yet. And it helps you buy and sell your items. Okay. You can definitely check them out. You can check them out on Instagram to keep up with them and what they got going at Team Sell It. Okay. At Team Sell It. That's how you're going to find them on Instagram. The cool thing about this app, not only will you be able to sell and buy items, but they also have a feature where you can look up local jobs. Okay. You can look up local jobs from your phone. They put it right at your fingertips. So that is a Black owned app. We definitely want to give kudos to them. Again, if you want to check them out, you can reach them at Team Sell It. Okay. Congratulations on the app, y'all. So there's a new platform called Jack Smacked. Okay. Jack Smacked. All right. And they coined themselves the revolution in streaming. All right. This creation of the Jackson Agency, again, Black owned. Okay. This is our business. All right. Is to reintroduce the world to indie films, series, and artists. Okay, so that's going to be really good. So people out there that are making independent films and you want a place to put your stuff, get it seen, okay, go ahead and check out Jack Smack and see if it's for you. All right, how you can reach them and link up with them is on Instagram, okay? And on Instagram, they are under Jack Smacked Studio. So I'm saying smacked, okay? Just in case I'm not saying that right, I'm going to spell it out for y'all. That's JACK, okay? SMACKED Studio. So Jack Smack Studio. So that's some Black businesses that are going on. If you learn something new, make sure that you share that information. If these are in your area, definitely make sure you go check them out and send support. Do you have a business? Do you have a business that you would like to share? Okay, we can definitely do that. We would love to share your business here. All you got to do is reach out to me at 914-655-4993, or you can comment below. Okay, comment on any of the platforms that you see this streaming, and we're going to try to get your business on here. I would love to promote you. So let's talk about Black health. Now, we know that our health is very special. So in the future, I am definitely going to be having discussions and informations where I talk about the things that plague us in our community. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, things like that are things that affect us. Okay. Something else that affects us is eczema. Okay. So I want to tell you about something. I know a lot of people that suffer from eczema. It's really bad with kids. I get eczema myself, just not extreme. It's more seasonal, in different, just spot locations, but it can be something else. So I want to tell you about something that you might want to try out. Okay. So the National Eczema Association awards a businesswoman. Her name is Sandra Turner. Okay. She's the CEO of a Black owned skincare brand, and she was awarded the top honor from the National Eczema Association. Okay, so that means what she got going on over there can definitely help you out with your eczema. So if you're having some issues with it, you haven't been able to control it, you haven't been able to find products that work for you, or if you're looking for something new and want to support a Black business, here goes one right here that might be able to fit your needs. Okay, you can connect with her and find out more about what she's doing and her products on Instagram, and that is under I'm gonna spell it out for you: CHATHAM as in man, NATURAL. Okay, so that I'm gonna spell it one more time for you. That's CHATHAMNATURAL. So check her out for your eczema needs. She might have some other products on there that you can find that'll definitely work out for you. So let me tell you about something else that I found. So it's this thing that is called the African American Wellness Project. Okay. And let me tell you about them. So they have received some funds from AstraZeneca. That's probably a company I've heard about, right? In the form of an act. And let's see, that is based to help African Americans receive health equality. Now you can find more about that under the hashtag health equity. All right. And you can also find more information on their website, and that is aawellnessproject.org. Okay, African American Wellness Project. Okay, now their website is aawellnessproject.org, or you can go to the hashtag health equity. Now, this is another topic that we're going to be talking about in the future. It's just the differences when it comes to our healthcare. Women have it bad. Black women have a higher mortality rate giving birth than any other demographic, no matter her social status. So she can have lots of money and there's still a higher chance for her to lose her child during childbirth than, say, someone of another race who's impoverished. And that's something that we've seen. So this right here wants to tap into those differences that are well documented to try to assist in getting us some equity. Okay, our lives matter. We know that. We've been shouting it before it was a slogan, right? We knew that before it was a slogan in the campaign. So this is something that is hoping to aid in that. So definitely make sure that y'all check that out. Okay, going right into another organization. There's an organization named CHAMP. Okay, CHAMP, like the CHAMP. And let me see what that is. Has made a search engine, okay, for those who suffer from headaches, migraines, any type of thing that's going on with your brain, okay? Through their website, you can find Black doctors and practitioners, okay, and connect with them. So it has put at your fingertips the ability to reach out to Black doctors and practitioners. That goes with, trying to get us some equity when it comes to our healthcare. And we want to be able to use doctors and practitioners that look like us, and that's okay, because it's been shown that that's in our best interest. So never feel bad for doing things that are in your best interest, especially if they're not hurting no one else. Don't feel bad because you're looking for a Black doctor or feel more comfortable with a Black doctor. You have reasons to feel how you feel, and that might be your personal preference, and that's okay. All right. So to find out more about that and get connected with that, if you have headaches, please definitely check it out. If you're having a headache right now and it's been persistent, please go to the doctor, to the emergency room. You might be having an episode or something, or you might be having some issues with your blood pressure. So definitely want to go check that out. But if you would like to find you a Black practitioner, the website to find that is headachemigraine.org /Black dash resources backslash. Okay, so I'm gonna read that again. That's headachemigraine.org slash black dot resources. Excuse me. Let me start from the beginning since I messed up. I don't want to mess you up. Okay, I'm gonna start on over. Headachemigraine.org backslash black dash resources. Okay, that's how you get to them. Definitely got to make sure we're taking care of our health. Okay, we're definitely going to be talking more about health in the future on this show. If you are into health, if you're a doctor, if you know things about behavioral health, because that's something else that is very big in our community that we have to stay on top of, please reach out to me. I would love to have you on as a guest and give you an opportunity to talk about these things so we can stay informed. How would you get in contact with me? You better guess it. 914-655-4993. That's how you're going to get in contact with me. That rhymes. I might have to use that. Y'all know I be thinking I'm a hip-hop master of the world. You feel me? I might have to use that one. But definitely make sure you reach out to me if you are well-versed in medical fields or anything that's going on with our health and our wellness. You know what I mean? I would love for you to come on and talk about that. So please do so. So let me talk about some do you know moments. Okay, when it comes to certain Black history and things that we pretty well versed on it. We know some stuff. We know the basics that most everyone knows about a lot of the first when it comes to things. But I wanted to share some things that you might not know. So did you know that Maya Angelou, okay, was the first Black female cable car conductor in San Francisco? I didn't know that. Did you know that? If you didn't know, guess what? You know now. She was the first Black female cable car conductor in San Francisco. So you go ahead, Miss Angelou. She was out here. She been breaking down doors. That's what she said. You feel me? Okay. So, all right. So we got a brother. His name is Henry Fairfax. He made history as the first Black head of school for Concord University. All right. He made history to be the first Black head of school for Concord University. So we definitely want to give him a shout out for pioneering that. You go ahead, brother. You go ahead and do what you got to do over there at that school. We definitely appreciate your efforts that got you there. Keep up the good work. So now, let me tell you about this, especially because it's that time of year where the weather is good. It's a lot going on. People trying to go outside, get in the mix. I found a site that's telling you where all the Black festivals are from coast to coast. Okay? So you'll be able to pull up. Let me tell you about it. So how you get to this website is worldcultureusa.org/Black. Again, that's worldcultureusa.org/Black. They got all kind of stuff on here. It's stuff on here like, man, I want to go to everything. You know what I mean? So definitely make sure that you check that out. See if it's something on there that you want to go and check out. Go be around our people and go have some fun and some festivities. You know what I mean? Take the family out, go out by yourself. Just go do something like that. Ain't nothing wrong with getting on out there and seeing the world. So make sure you go to that website and check them out. Okay. We are almost at the 30-minute mark. At the 30-minute mark, we're going to take a 30-second break so I can drink some water. Now you can go get you some water, take your break, see what else is going on around your house. Then got too quiet, and then we'll be right back. I want to make sure that I do take breaks. Now, again, if you have something that you would like to have promoted on here, your business, your craft, anything like that, definitely feel free. You can definitely have a slot of commercials. So instead of this 30-second break that we're going to take, that's going to be a countdown, it could be your commercial there. It could be talking about your product there, your plug there. You feel me? So I definitely would love for you to plug it in so we don't got to look at the 30-second countdown. Even though I do love the stars, I'd rather see you star, you know what I mean? And let us know what you got going on. If you would like to have a commercial of yours where your product or your service or whatever can be plugged in here, I definitely would love to have you. And how would you reach me? 914-655-4993. That's how you going to reach me. I told you I'm going to say it. I'm telling you, I think I'm going to have to keep that one. But I definitely appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all Enjoy this 30-second break that we're about to take. I will be back in 30 seconds. I appreciate you for sticking with me this long. If you have, please be sure to follow and subscribe if you would like to see me every week. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, we are back. I hope you got you some water. I had to get me some because my mouth was dry. Had to go get me some. Hope you got to get you a little refreshments. Go see what's going on around your house and all that good stuff. Go check on your pots and what's not. So, all right. So let's get into some achievements. You know, we a special kind of people. We be out here doing all kind of stuff. And I definitely always believe in, calling out people when they do great. You know what I mean? I love to show recognition to people when they doing their thing. And there are so many of us doing our thing, okay? So I'm going to talk about a couple right here. And then I'm going to get into some youth achievements, okay? We're going to do some adult achievements. We're going to do some youth achievements, okay? Because we've been doing great things. And we got to remember this about ourselves. You know, there's a lot of narratives out there and groups or whatever that think that we just some crazy people just out here doing whatever. And we know that's not the case. And sometimes when there's something going on around us, we might start to thinking crazy about ourselves too. So I want to make sure that I'm reminding you of the great things that we out here doing, okay? And making sure that we showcase the youth so that you know that we do have a future and they doing great things too. They're not all out here acting crazy neither, okay? Don't give up on our babies. So we have an artist, okay? He goes by Billy Abstract. Now he just got a deal with Foot Locker. You better go ahead, okay? Now, after quitting his job as an accountant, he pursued art and fashion full time. All right. He got his clothes in 45 stores independently after that. And then he ultimately got him a deal with Foot Locker. All right. So you better go ahead. All right. He had a dream. He quit his job. Imagine how scary that is, right? You have something that you know is paying the bills, but it's not your passion. And he stepped out there and he made it do what it do. Okay. Now, not only does he have his items in these 45 stores that's independent and has this deal with Foot Locker, he's stepped it up a notch. He done kicked it up a notch, all right? He teaches others how to also make money from their creativity. And ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? Now, if you want to connect with him and see what he's doing and possibly support him, or, you know, get on the wave and say, hey, man, teach me how to look, I've been painting paintings for 5 years and everybody talk about how great it is. And all they do is sitting in my garage, okay? Look him up and see if he can help you find something to do with that, but get hands on. You know what I mean? So you can reach him on Instagram at Billy Abstract. Okay. That's Billy, Billy, Abstract on Instagram. So go ahead and connect with him. All right. So the mini docuseries called The Last OG, okay, that showcases formerly incarcerated, hosted by Tracy Morgan, has won a gold award from the Telly Awards. And that's an international award. That's a big deal. That's the Telly Awards, Telly. All right. And also with that, they also have a Clio Award, and that's CLIO Award. So that docuseries has a lot of brothers and sisters on there that have come home from incarceration and has not let that stop them from anything that they're doing. Okay, we have to know, and we know because we got our family members and our friends, that people that come home and they doing their thing. So we know that it's possible. We know that it's happening. We know that it's a beautiful thing. So that docuseries is continually getting awards. We want to give shots out to that. Okay, that's definitely a great achievement. I think they took it off the air, but we're hoping that they could come back. You know, sometimes it can be hard for them to showcase our positive stuff, and you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I don't have to write it in crayons. We know what's going on with that. Okay, yeah. So, but this is a beautiful, positive thing. So I definitely wanted to let y'all know that it existed, and it's greatly getting awards. So shout out to everybody involved in that. So now let's talk about these babies because they is doing their thing too. Okay. We got our youth achievement. Now, some of y'all might have heard about this, but I'm gonna run it back because there's some people that didn't hear about it yet. So there are some girls out of New Orleans. Now, let me make sure I say their name right. We got Calcia Johnson and Nakia Jackson. I believe that's right. It's either Nakia or Nakia Jackson. All right, both students are they're at school at St. Mary Academy, and they revealed they proved that the Pythagorean theorem um they solved it. Okay, they solved it during a presentation at the Mathematical Society's annual Southeastern Conference. That's a mouthful. Okay, them babies is doing some things. Let me try to run it back so you can understand what I'm saying. All right, so they proved that the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, they proved it. They proved the Pythagorean theorem during a presentation at the Mathematical Society annual Southeastern Conference. I bet you can't say that 2 times fast. All right, on March the 18th. Now, this is a math theory that was unsolved for 2,000 years. So much so that they said that it was unsolvable. You can't solve that. It's an unsolvable problem. Well, guess what? Them 2 babies did it, okay, out of New Orleans. They did that. They solved that problem. Them young ladies knocked that out of the park. So y'all better go ahead, okay? Look at that beautiful achievement that our youths are doing. We got some smart, intelligent, bright children out here, okay? Now let me tell you about 3 more little black geniuses, okay? So we got 3 black geniuses with the highest IQs, and they beat out Albert Einstein and Bill Gates, okay? We got Ramarni Wilford, Alana George, and Anala Beavers, okay, are showing up and showing out scholastically. And they have become members of Mensa, which is the oldest high IQ society. So you got them when you got 2 young ladies and a young man. Okay, they got the highest IQs out here for the kiddos. They getting it. They're not playing around. All right, so we definitely want to send kudos to them. That's really awesome. Y'all go ahead, okay? Now, let me tell you about a young lady that did some business. All right, her name is Gabby Goodwin, and she started a business with her mother, and it's a hair barrette business. Now, ladies, y'all gonna be able to relate. Okay, if you grew up when I grew up in the 80s, so about the 90s babies, 80s babies, 70s babies. We grew up in the barrette age. Now, some of these kids still got barrettes, but some people don't even know what that is. But barrettes and ballies is just a part of little girl black culture, okay? And I used to have every color. I used to get beads, all of that. I know that y'all can relate. And man, tell me them barrettes don't get lost. They put them in your head. You go to sleep and wake up. You done lost 2. You done went to school and lost 1. You done went to the park and played and lost 3 of them. Now your mama or your grandmama trying to get a hold of your tail because they mad because you keep losing your barrettes. You like, yo, I'm not playing with my hair out here. They fall out. And as you get older, you realize they fall out your head, you know? But this little girl, Gabby Goodwin, and her mother, they came up with something that they guarantee you not to fall out your head. It don't matter what you do. You can go to sleep. You can jump in a pool of water. You can go play at the park. You can go to school all day. You can wrestle around. The barrettes is intact. Where was y'all at? Okay, when I was getting whooped for these barrettes. That's all right. I'm glad that they exist now. So if you want to check out some of these barrettes for the little girl that's in your life, you definitely can. You want to go to GabbyBows.com, and that's GABBY Bows.com, and check out her barrettes. And along with her barrettes, they also have they got different hair care products. So y'all might want to check that out. It seemed like some really cool products. I got to double back myself to check it out and see if it's something on there that I want. But make sure that you check her out, okay? So let's go to who to add this week in Black, who you should add, okay? Who you should follow. We got, now most of these are Instagram, We have raising awareness underscore IP. And that's RAISING awareness, raising awareness underscore IP. All of these that I'm telling you to follow is to be tapped in with Black news and Black community things. Okay. So that's raising awareness underscore IP. Next, we have Society's Concerns 2.0. That's Society's SOCIETYS Concerns with an S 2.0. All right, that'll keep you tapped in. You want to tap into State versus Us. That's State VSUS. State versus Us. STATE VSUS. That will keep you tapped into what's going on as far as social justice when it comes to our people, and just the beat of the street on that tip. um Black and Brown Success, you can add them on Instagram. That is going to keep you in the loop with all great and beautiful things that's going on with Black and Brown people. Okay, definitely a great ad. I just added them not too long ago, and I'm definitely a fan, so you want to check them out. You want to check out Prison Riot Radio. Okay, Prison Riot Radio is a platform that allows the incarcerated and formerly incarcerated to have a voice, or to amplify their voice. We do promotions, talk about corrupt cases, and all of that type of stuff. It's definitely something worth reaching out to and checking out. So make sure that you follow Prison Riot Radio as well. All right, so this is a website that you should check out, and this is theblackmedia.com. Theblackmedia.com. I think that that is something that you definitely want to check in. It's talking about all Black people news. Okay, I seen something from Rizza Islam on there. I seen some pretty good content. That's another one that I just found, and I'm going to look into so I can find out more about it. So you definitely want to check that out. All right. All right, so this is on TikTok, and it is Unfair World 3, the number 3. So Unfair World 3. That's on TikTok. The reason why I'm bringing them up because Undisputable used them, or I believe that they're one of the ones that had started circulating Undisputable's video that I showed first. Okay, hopefully y'all got to see that. I won't know if y'all got to see that until I do a look back. So hopefully y'all got to see it and y'all didn't just hear noises. But follow them. They seem that they're in line with what's going on. Okay. And another one that I want you to check into that you might be interested on Instagram is Black Girl Gone Podcast. Black Girl Gone Podcast. Now, this podcast is a podcast, excuse me, that talks about all the missing Black women and children. Okay. Um, stay tuned for Hood Paralegal that'll also be talking about the Black women and children that are missing. But please add on Instagram, okay, Black Girl Gone Podcast, that talks about the missing women and children of color. They're out there. No one is telling the stories. We not finding out about it on our local news, on our mainstream news, or none of that. So guess what? We got to report our own news. And this is one of those places that's keeping up with that. So make sure that you connect with them, all right? Let's see what we got left here. Do I have anything left? I think I covered everything, ladies and gentlemen. So what do y'all think about the first show, right? I don't think it was that bad. I hope that you thought it was good, okay? I definitely want to tap in with y'all. I think it's important for us to talk about what's going on with us. I think it's important for us to have spaces where we can talk amongst each other about what's going on with ourselves, so that we can connect and find solutions to the issues and get involved and be in the know. It's very, very important. So I hope that this will be one of those vehicles that could do that. Again, I would love to promote your stuff. I would love to showcase you. If you have something that you would like to share, that you're an expertise in, be it finances, be it health, mental health, behavioral health, anything like that, anything community that you got going on, I would love to have you here and share this platform with you. It's definitely been a pleasure. All right. Tap in with me. I would love to see y'all make sure that you give me a text or a call at 914-655-4993. That's how you can get in touch with me so you can be a part of this. All right. I would love to have you. Now, if you don't remember nothing else, remember this to stay sucker free. All right. And make sure that we're taking care of each other. Y'all be easy, y'all. Peace. Peace out.